Welcome to Creating a Beautiful Homestead. I'm Alexis. Welcome to my home. Today we are going to be assembling the Topsy Turvy tomato planter. My grandma gave it to me, I think, a year ago. And it was a little too late in the season for me to use it. So I've got more tomato plants over here than I know what to do with right now. And I'm trying to find more places for them. So we're going to open this up and get it together, guys. We are going to start by opening up this box and getting everything out. Yes, guys, I am using a butter knife, safer for my child. Everything inside the box seemed to be in good condition, including the instructions, though vague, very important. And this was in my shed for a year, guys, so it doesn't surprise me how bad the box looked. I was very happy to see how well everything looked inside. So now that I got it opened, I'm looking through this little recipe book that they give you and reading over the instructions. I left a little bit of the original audio in the next little bit. Listen close and you can hear Natalie running around, happy as can be. Alright, so now I am just taking everything out of its package and looking over the instructions. Guys, if I can put this together, you can too. There was so much bubble wrap on this stuff, guys. It was insane. So, looks like I'm finally on the last piece. You guys should have seen my floors. It was insane. Alright, so now I'm screwing these little stabilizers onto two of them. So if you're like on an uneven surface, you can use them to level out the planter. There are only two of those, so you put them right next to each other and then you put the other two on the other side. So now you gotta stick the feet in, which as you can see I'm having a little bit of a struggle with. They just didn't want to go in the holes. But nonetheless, we got them together. Now here's where the fun part comes up. Okay, guys. There's this plate. This thing you're supposed to put right here and then screw on. It will not stay in, no matter what I do. And the internet is absolutely no help. So, we're going to help ourselves here. And I'm just going to squirt a crap ton of super glue in there. Okay. Guys, it pains me to say that didn't even work. Okay. I think got a pretty decent amount in there. Let's give it a second to dry. This was probably the most frustrating part about this project. Everything else went super smooth, but this, not at all. I'm just going to set it down on its side to hopefully dry. Now that I think I've fixed that, we have moved on to putting the connector pieces on to add the second bar. And there's a little pin and one of those little fasteners that goes right on in that hole. And here's where the base falls out. It had been sitting for probably 20 minutes before I had done this. So now I'm back to square one. The glue was even dry and it just continued to pop out. So I tried to put some tape on it thinking maybe the hole was too big. But I don't know really what was wrong with it. I ended up using this Gorilla Glue and it's still tied up because even the Gorilla Glue didn't keep it on. I don't know what this issue was. I don't know if I was doing it wrong. I don't know if I stripped it. I don't know if it was already stripped. But I coated it in the Gorilla Glue, screwed it in there, and then secured some twine around it so it would stay in place while it dried. As soon as I took it off, after hours, it fell off again. So the string is still on there. This is probably the one thing with this project that I just had the hardest time on. So now I'm adding the drip pan for when you water the tomatoes, and for some reason I felt like it needed to go down further, so I checked the instructions again because they looked like it was further down, but it wouldn't go any further, and so I left it. And then I went to put the second one on top and realized I needed to add the actual container onto it first. So to do that, you slide the bar through it and then hook these little hooks to the top. And then this just sits on that other one, which really didn't feel that secure to me, but it is what it is, I guess. So at this point, I have moved outside and I am filling the container with the rest of the dirt I have and some worm castings, and I also added some fertilizer specific for tomatoes. Now, I did end up having to go buy more dirt because this was the last thing I needed to fill up this season, and I just didn't have quite enough. So I did end up getting more and topping it off later that evening, but I should have thought this through a little bit more while I was doing this, because I had to carry this heavy thing outside my porch right here and down a set of stairs because I didn't think that one quite through, guys. Make sure you put this where you want it. We're only to like right here. Okay, guys, now we're gonna take these out. And somehow stick them in here. I'm really unsure. Hold on. Okay, I got the sponge wet. I don't know. I felt like it needed to be wet. So it said to be careful and to like slide just the stems in here. And to be careful again, because it says it's very easy to break. So we got both of them in there. Now we're gonna hold it, bring it in, and fish both of our little babies through the opening. Okay. My roots are in there good. And that's tomato number 1. And there we have it, guys. And Topsy Turvy. I'm excited to see how it does. I did not expect it to be this heavy. So I don't exactly know where I'm gonna put this thing, because it's quite literally quite heavy. So I guess for right now, I'm just going to leave her right here. I do need to add a little bit of dirt inside, so I'm going to have to go buy another bag of dirt today after I'm finished with everything, because I used the rest of it in here. I didn't think it was going to need that much dirt, but it did. So thanks for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. Got 6 less tomatoes now to find homes for. I'm very excited. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me.